already have the game, and I like my
Wait, what game is this?
so I've been playing Sea of Stars.
Oh,
Because
nice.
it was a Game Pass
Yeah,
day
yeah,
one
yeah,
game.
yeah. Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
And my frugality is too strong. I don't have the willpower to purchase it on
Sure. No.
Steam just to circumvent that
Yeah.
restriction. And yeah, so I've got the gloss. I've already had like the whole thing set up. It's not like I went out on an endeavor to install Windows and just for this game.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I'm still using Glossy, I think is the name of the little app.
I need to
'Cause
get
you
this
can,
info from you because I need to get that set up. Yeah. Keep talking.
because for Glossy, what you can do is, it runs as a separate app, and you can target Windows Store apps and then say, I want you to go into Steam and make a Steam targeted app for a Windows Store game, which is, if you've ever tried to work with the Windows Store apps, is kind of paramount. On Steam Deck, it's even more important because if you're not using the Steam targeted controller layouts for Steam Deck stuff, it will tend to break. So you basically have to launch through Steam, and so you have to use this stuff to get it to work. But anyway, aside from hibernation issues causing sleep resume stuff, and that is not perfect, probably not as good as it would be if I was playing on Steam OS. But aside from that, like playing the game, like if I'm just sitting there and I'm playing, I pretty much have trained myself to only pause my gaming if I have recently saved, because I don't want to risk hard crashing it. But as long as I'm doing that, like the experience of sitting there playing it is basically identical to if I was on Steam OS. So, all right, past that portion of it, talk about the game.
Yep.
I don't know, it's really good. It's a good RPG.
All right.
It's in that Paper Mario style of interact as you do your turn-based combat. So, you don't have to do it in order to continue to proceed. But if you don't press the button, and if you don't press the button at the right time, you do less damage. You take more damage if you don't press it to block. All that good stuff. So we saw a lot of stuff there that if it's funny because like I didn't watch any media for this. I'll talk about that mini game later too. But like, just some minor story spoilers that were just, that they were quite keen to just be like, yeah, that's fine, everybody can see this.
We'll put this in the launch trailer. Yeah.
I think that's some weird shit, man. But yeah, it's very good. I don't know, it's fun. Story is not bad. I'd put it on the good scale. I don't know, it's fairly early in, to be quite honest. There's a bigger story that they've only kind of really started to tell. But beyond that, visually spectacular in my opinion.
Love the look of this.
It looks really good in motion. So yeah, I've been having a very, very good time with Sea of Stars. I want to go play it right now.
So tell me what kind of, so this is a Chrono Trigger meets Mario RPG is what I've heard, sort of.
Yeah, I'd say that's Mario RPG. That's why I said Paper Mario, but same difference, right?
Yeah, with time and tax,
yeah, time to tax and all that jazz. I mean the actual combat is really neatly done. You can see there's those little timer counters above enemies' heads there. That's telling you exactly how many turns or how many actions you can take before they are going to make their move. And then you also see in some of these clips where there are icons next to those timers. And what that is that they're going to do a special move unless you make those actions against them before the timer runs out. So blunt attack, sharp attack, the different types of magic that's in the game. If you don't do those before their timer comes up, they'll do a more powerful move and that kind of thing. And so it brings in like a little bit of a puzzle element into it, which is engaging. Sometimes I've felt like it is impossible. But that just could be because, I am early on in the game. I think I'm like 6 hours in. Okay. But, who knows how many times I've left it just open sitting on a countertop. So to take that
Love it.
grain of salt.
Cool.
And then there's a really sick mini game. I don't know. Can you find the portion of it where it looked like it was a tabletop?
Earlier. I'll show you right now. Hold on a second. They have that as a.
Do they have a separate trailer for it?
Do they ever? The Wheels mini game.
Yeah. Bring up Wheels.
Here's a 35-minute demo of Wheels.
Oh my God! Is this a dev studio reveal?
Yeah.
Just throw some gameplay up on the background there. So I got introduced to Wheels. I think I want to say it was yesterday, and it looks overly complicated, and it took me a few times before I figured it out. But Wheels is a sick mini game to be included in an RPG, man.
Nice.
Basically, you have a castle, and then it's each player can play these 2 figurines. Each one is basically a class. So on this screen there are 2 fighters, there's an archer, and there's a mage, right?
Okay.
And you can see the mage has a really tall tower on the bottom right there. The fighter has the shortest tower, and you basically spin the wheels, and then you can kind of like Yahtzee, and you can lock the icons that you've spun, and you get 3 spins per turn. And the little icons that have blue give your character experience. And then if you have at least 3 counters, you basically pull your character's action tower down 1 notch. And so what it is that 3 icons is 1 notch, 4 icons is 2 notches, 5 icons is 3 notches, and so, or I already said that, but anyway. No, that was right. Anyway, so continue on. And then basically the core thing is that you don't move an action notch unless you get at least 3 icons of an individual piece. So the 3 different tokens are stars for your right-hand character, squares for your left-hand character, and then bulwarks, which are the hammers which raise your shield there. And then you just keep playing until one person's thing reaches 0. The big difference here is that obviously each one of these little characters has specific things to them that makes it more interesting. Obviously the fighter has 3 damage that it does, and the mage there only has 2. But the difference is that the mage attacks twice, once low and then once high, which cannot be blocked by the bulwark and stuff like that. So there's a priest class. I think there's 6 classes in total. And we'll say that I played Wheels until I won everything that there was to win at the towns that there have been places to play it. It's really good, and also it looks really cool. So you got to collect all the classes. You can raise up like the level of, like, the whole thing is that it's supposed to be a clockwork. Like, this person who makes clocks, it's very tactile. There's a sound to it, which sounds like gears turning every single thing. It's all meant to be mechanical, and the sound is kind of imperative to be able to really get the look and feel for it. But that's the reason why there's all the lines for everything. Everything pops up and then moves forward. It feels like a purely mechanical device, and it's really neat. But I would play a Wheels game easily. It's very good. But yeah, other than that, Sea of Stars, I don't want to spoil too much. Just for anybody that wants to play it, I'll do a bigger talk on it after I finish it for sure.
And we know Zach's been playing it too, so
Zach's definitely going to play it.
Oh no, he's been talking relentlessly about this game in the Discord. So
let's see. Oh, there we go. That's my buddy. This is we're talking about Sea of Stars. This is the mini game Wheels within Sea of Stars. But yeah, I mean, I would.
You're muted.
If you, it bothers me.
Yeah. I was just saying. I was like, I'm like, this is the Wheels minigame in Sea of Stars, and I'm saying I can't wait to get into Sea of Stars. But again, there's that problem with too many fucking good games going on right now.
But yeah, I mean, I would. There, especially like the minigame people. You know, the kind of people that are out there that are like, they get, the kind of people that get really into Gwent. The people that turned Gwent into its own game somehow beyond all measure. They would buy Wheels.
Every fucking card game that has ever appeared in a Final Fantasy game.
Yep.
The people that played, that were like, why didn't they just make a game called Blitzball?
Yeah.
Those kind of people that they want this. Yeah. This is one of the good ones.
This looks like something that cool. I would absolutely buy for like $5 on the eShop right now.
Yeah, exactly. And like, this is the kind of thing that if somebody managed to turn this into an actual Clockwork game, I would kiss them on the mouth. Yeah. It's incredible.
You would have their baby, is what you're saying.
No.
I'm really
No, I'm married, darling.
I'm really impressed with
what how if your spouse made it.
Like nothing seems fantastical about this other than like the projectiles coming off of the figures. Like everything here definitely looks like it could be an actual mechanical creation.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, even the the projectiles, like even that, like when you hear it, like I said, some of it's lost because we're not listening to it.
Yeah, look at the little flag. Love it.
It's so cool. It's so good.
This is gonna be that the company, was it Wormwood or whoever makes those tables that they always show my PAX they're gonna make one of these.
Dude, if they came out with I'd be tempted. It'd be dangerous.
Sweet.
Yeah, it'd be $700, but
and